Good afternoon, San Diego City College students. Happy New Year and happy new semester. I'm Lori Oldham, and I'm the Student Affairs Coordinator at San Diego City College. So, whether you're a new or returning student, our Welcome Week program is really designed to provide so much information that you can use as a new or returning student. Don't worry about taking any notes because we're on live right now, we're also being recorded. So you'll be able to go back to the college's YouTube channel and view and re-review as needed. So it's going to be accessible forever and a day now. So don't worry about that. And before we begin, I'd also like to wish everyone here a very happy Black History Month and honor and celebration and appreciation for all the Black Americans, phenomenal and amazing contributions on both the national and global levels. We want to honor them, and so I'd like to take a minute to just say Happy Black History Month. Um, Please visit our homepage where you'll discover that we have some great Black History Month events and activities which celebrate, educate, and uplift Black excellence. So thank you again for coming. I'm so excited that you're here. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest today. And this is Kate Stone from the Dramatic Arts Department. And Kate, I'll hand it over to you. Thank you.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Let me get my screen up for sharing here. Can you see slides there?
Yes.
Good. Oh, perfect. All right, let me go over to those then. Okay, so I am here to talk about the dramatic arts at City College. I put my email up on this first slide, so if there's any questions at all about any of the things I'll be talking about, feel free to email me, and I'll have it up again at the end as well, so you can reach out if there are any questions. The first thing that I want to talk about is our class offerings that we have this semester. And I know it's a little bit crazy. Some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, how do you do theater over Zoom? How do you do it over Canvas? What does that even look like? And I'm here today to tell you that it's actually really exciting. We've come up with some really, really great solutions for ways to do theater online in all of these new kind of interesting ways. We are creative problem solvers, and we've come up with some creative problem solving. So I just wanted to let you guys know about some of our classes first that we are offering. So this is our lineup of courses that we have for this semester. And some of them are still open. Some of them are running the second 8 weeks of the semester. So there's still slots left for students if you're interested in taking any of these classes. Our first class is the Introduction to Dramatic Arts. This is our intro class. We cover a lot of information about what theater is, how it works, all the different jobs that are a part of making theater happen. And it happens asynchronously over Canvas. And it's an 8-week class. We offer it the first 8 weeks of the semester and also the second 8 weeks. So if you're interested in that, there's still room to sign up. We have our 107 class, that's the study of filmed plays. And for this course, it's kind of a comparison between plays as they're presented in movies versus on the stage. So it's a really fun opportunity to dive into some really great works of art in this class as well. 109 is our theater and social issues class. And this one is really relevant and really important right now. We talk a lot about things like protests and parades and all of these different things that you might not think of as theater, but that can reflect on theater, and theater can reflect on them and really teach some unique ways of assessing sort of these social movements and how they relate. We have our 119 class, Acting for Film and Television, which is a new course that we're offering just over Zoom. It was one that actually fit really, really well in this format. And it talks about how to present yourself on camera, which is really exciting. We have 123, beginning stagecraft, which is talking about the backstage of theater. and how to kind of make it all happen from the sort of backstage perspective. And then our 132 class is beginning acting. This is a 16-week class. We do monologues and play games and improvisation and all of those things in our beginning acting class. And that one happens over Zoom as well. So I will pull up, I have here flyers for our individual classes if you want a little bit more information on how to maybe register for some of these if they're interesting to you. This is our beginning acting class. We meet on Zoom on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I believe there's still 1 or 2 slots left. So if you're interested, please jump quick and get those last couple slots if you're interested in taking it this semester. Staging techniques, scenes, monologues, improvisation. It's a lot of fun for our acting class. We also have an intermediate class. So if you've already taken the beginning acting class before, you can take intermediate as well. Then we have our theater and social issues class, talking about things like politics and performance and how they relate. This is an 8-week class. It runs the second 8 weeks of the semester. It does, I want to show, it highlights a multicultural studies requirement for transfer if you're interested in that. And it's an OER, so there's no textbook needed for this class as well. So that's our theater and social issues class. There's still spots open for that for the second 8 weeks of the semester. And then our acting for film and television, I believe there's just a few spots left on this one too. If you want to kind of learn to act from the comfort of your own home. That's sort of the benefit of doing an acting class right now, whether it's beginning acting or acting for film or television, is that you get to jump in a really non-threatening, really kind of fun way to learn how to act, which is in your own room, which I think is a nice way to sort of get introduced to something that'll have benefits your whole life, right? Being able to speak confidently and act, whether you go into acting or not, is an important skill to have. So those are our classes in kind of a whirlwind here. But I did want to also let you know that we have our own meet and greet that's happening next week. It's Thursday, February 11th in the evening. So if you have more questions about classes, if you just want to hear more about our program, if you want to meet the other faculty that are part of our theater program, this is a great opportunity to do that. We'll have some students that are already in the program there, so you can ask them questions as well about what it's like. This is part of our sort of slate of events that we have going next week, where students are invited to come to classes and we can show, we're doing video tours of some of our facilities on campus as well. So our costume shop and our backstage area. So if you have questions about any of that, feel free to email me or stop into this Zoom meeting that we have going on Thursday. The other thing that we are going to be talking about at this meeting, and I saved the very best for last here, is our auditions that we have coming up. Believe it or not, we are actually doing a show over Zoom, as far as we know. We did one last semester. We did Mere Mortals by David Ives, and we're doing it again. We're really excited, but we need actors. So if you are at all interested in diving in order to be in a production, this is, again, a great opportunity for that. This is for our Festival of New Plays. It's our 6th annual Festival of New Plays. So we've done this for 6 years now. And it's plays that are written by City College students. So City College students in our English and playwriting classes submitted scripts for either monologues or short scenes. And we chose 9 of them that are going to be produced this semester. We talked quite a bit about our selection process for these plays. And we have decided that we're kind of moving forward with the idea of doing social justice plays this semester. Kind of just relating to everything going on right now and what students' lives are dealing with at the moment. And so we have a lot of really, really smart playwrights that wrote really engaging plays about different social justice issues, how it affects them and their lives and the lives of these characters. So we're really, really excited for this. If students are interested in auditioning, you don't have to have any prior experience with acting. It's really simple to do. You just go to this Google form link, and you can also find the link on our Facebook page if you want the like clickable version of it, so it's easier to get to. I'll put the link up for our Facebook page so you can find it on there. And you can link that. Obviously, you can email me too, and I'll just send you the clickable version of it. But you can go to this Google form. There's a couple of questions, and then you just submit a 1-minute monologue. And we'll look at it and then get it back to you about callbacks and casting and all of those things. So that you could be a part of our Festival of New Plays, which we're really, really excited about. There's some really great ones this year. Let's see. So then I think I'm getting to the end of my time. My last slide here is just how to find us. So we have a Facebook page at City College Theater. If you just go on Facebook and like search bar City College Theater, you'll be able to find us. Our Instagram is City College Theater as well. So if you're on Instagram, you can find us there for more information. Our blog, City College Theater at .blogspot.com. And then you can email either myself or my colleague, Katie Rada. And our email addresses are there, kstone or krada at sdcc.edu. We are hopeful that we will get many of you to come participate with us. We are wide open and excited for what we have going on campus this semester, and we hope that we will see you there. So thank you all so much. I appreciate your time and listening to our offerings. We're thrilled about what we have going on. So thank you so much, and thank you, Lori. And I will stop sharing my screen here.
Thank you, but thank you so much for that information, and especially about the playwrights that you're going to be doing that are surrounding social justice issues that are happening. Like right now, I'm just reminded of one of the most newer, I guess, movies that was created from the screenplay and from a play that from 2013, which was One Night in Miami, and that was, I don't know if you've seen that, but it was.
I haven't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Check it out because you guys.
I'll have to. Absolutely.
You might want to bring it into the loop. It's very, very interesting, very, very good. But thank you for the great work that you all are doing at City College in our drama department, and you all do such a wonderful job. Thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Good luck in your semester.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and transition from Kate to our next presenter. I'd like to introduce to you from our Fitness Specialist Transfer Center, Denise Lebsek. And hi, Denise, how are you? I'm going to go ahead and get you spotlighted here real quick. And you are ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate this opportunity. I'm fairly new to San Diego City College, and I have to tell you, it's kind of one of my new favorite places to be, even when it's virtual. I realize that, you know, being in person is obviously preferred, but I have my day job. I'm a full-time professor at San Diego State University, and so I have a unique opportunity now to meet with students on Monday night at City College. And I thought what I could do is just share a little bit about the fitness specialist program that really carries over from, you know, both what City College offers, you know, all the way through if students are interested in transferring to a CSU school for their bachelor's in kinesiology. So I thought I would explain just a bit about what a fitness specialist does. And so I asked these posing questions. If anyone has ever thought about becoming a personal trainer, or who really has a desire to help people want to live a healthier life, or perhaps you yourself have suffered from injuries or would like to learn more about injury prevention and injury treatment. And so the class that I'm teaching on Monday nights is the Exercise Science 242B course, and it is titled Care and Prevention of Athletic Injuries. And it is a required course for the Fitness Specialist Certificate Program at San Diego City College. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that program. And it's also a required prerequisite, like I said, for those students who might be interested in bridging that education over into the bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Usually when I'm in my class, I have to remember to hit record, but I don't need to worry about that this time. So this is just a quick little snapshot of what the Fitness Specialist Certificate Program looks like. One of the unique aspects of the program is that it is a fairly short 18-unit program that can be completed in as little as 9 months. Many of the courses are only 2 units, and even with our virtual platform, believe it or not, we actually are incorporating some practical hands-on experience. We've utilized some incredible technologies in our online courses to still engage students in practicing things hands-on. And so I do that in my course. And so I think it's a great opportunity to get that type of experience. One of the things that this certificate program will do is it will help prepare students for other certifications with, for example, the American Council on Exercise or the American College of Sports Medicine. I included the link here to San Diego City College's fitness specialist program. So if students wanted to, certainly you can search through the City College website and find that, but I did go ahead and just include that link here as well. So just a little bit about what this type of career path could look like for you if this is something that you are interested in. Graduates of this program with the certifications that I mentioned are qualified to be personal trainers, group fitness instructors. You could go into exercise testing, strength training, strength and conditioning, and really any type of fitness center or health club environment would be very conducive to this type of a program. I always think it's nice to include, the job outlook and salary information. And so this was actually, I took some of this off of the San Diego City website, but then I did look it up to get some more current data. And, it is a growing field. So we are predicting an average of 655 positions in the fitness industry in San Diego County. Now, the mean hourly wages are certainly above minimum wage. However, I do want to point out that if you are self-employed, which many fitness specialists or personal trainers go off and do, they develop their own business and their own program for either specialized athletes or just even the general population. They tend to make a bit more money because most of the money that's coming in, isn't being shared with, let's say, the fitness center itself. So, I even recommend sometimes that students consider looking at some type of a business model, or, maybe getting a dual degree with a business minor, where if that is your goal to open your own wellness or fitness center, you have some of that background as well. So just a little bit about, maybe just this notion of if you are thinking that you may want to take that degree or that certificate and actually continue on to an advanced degree with a bachelor's of science in kinesiology. Both San Diego State and CSU San Marcos offer this degree program. And these are the requirements that students must meet. And so there's an introductory exercise science course. There's this Bio 212 as an anatomy course. So there are, some basic requirements there. And then just like many of the transfer degrees into the CSU system, they want you to complete a minimum of 60 units with all of your GE requirements, your general ed. And then part of the prep for major, they want you to complete as many of those requirements as you can so that you have those 60 units to transfer. And then I just wanted to highlight that the course that I teach on Monday nights is one of those prep for major courses. to help you become eligible for that transfer. And then this is the link that I provided for the kinesiology program at San Diego State. So again, you can certainly go to San Diego State and search kinesiology academic program. It will come up, but this is the link for that program. So with regards to my class, which I'm very excited, like I said, I'm loving my time at San Diego City Colleges. It's one of my new favorite places to be, even though I'm online, is that I really get an opportunity to kind of bring just new knowledge. You know, this is something that I find a lot of the students in my class don't know a lot about. Some of the anatomy involved with injury or the anatomy of their own body. They don't understand how the body goes through its own natural healing processes and how we can help it. And, you know, there's really just a lot of fun information that we get to not only talk about, but I actually give you guys a lot of class activities where we're doing things. So even though we're virtual, we're up and doing things. We're moving, we're testing ourselves on different things. I'm allowing you to practice different techniques, and we do some video exchanges on that. And so I'm teaching a little bit about some of those injury management techniques, such as, you know, how do we wrap a particular ACE bandage, a particular, you know, area once it's injured, and when do I use ice versus when do I use heat? Some of those important questions following an injury. And so it's just a lot of fun. And I feel like we certainly make the most of our time virtually, and invite anyone who's interested, even for your own reference, just to know about your body a little bit more. I would invite you to consider the course. You know, this is just an example. Sometimes pictures speak a thousand words. And so this is an example of some of the things that, you know, we might talk about in the course, as well as some of the things that, you know, as a personal trainer, you might see yourself doing, whether it's, you know, teaching clients proper stretching, maybe working on a little bit of massage techniques, enforcing core stability, to really build a strong foundation for weight training. And then just some basic treatment. You know, this is an ice pack that's been placed on while the gal's elevating here. And so we go over the rationale behind a lot of those treatments. And so, like I said, great program to consider. The certificate program, as I mentioned, is a shortened program. It's an 18-unit program. There is the option also of an AA degree in exercise science at City College if you wanted to go a little further. And then, like I mentioned, you know, there's that transfer option to a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. So the salaries tend to increase, you know, obviously, as we tend to get more of our education. And this is such a fun area to teach in because we do have a lot of fun doing things. So anyway, that's all I have. So I can stop share on my screen.
Question, if I might, Denise. So in looking at your last slide, it brought to mind physical therapy. And so do some of the coursework that you offer both at City and at SDSU feed into a physical therapy career?
Yeah, so actually sorry, I'm trying to avoid the lighting of my window there. I challenge myself with that sometimes. The kinesiology program at San Diego State actually has two different emphases that a student could choose. One of those emphasis is pre-physical therapy. So that kinesiology degree is definitely a great precursor to give you those courses and prerequisites you would need for a physical therapy program. The other emphasis at San Diego State under the kinesiology is the fitness specialist as well. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is definitely overlap. And I, you know, in fact, last night in my class when we met, one of the things that I talked about is that, you know, really we're part of the sports medicine umbrella where, you know, personal trainers, strength coaches, we work side by side with physical therapists, athletic trainers, doctors. And so we really are part of that sports medicine umbrella.
Yeah, I was just wondering, well, I was thinking as you were talking about, getting your own business started and maybe doing a minor in business. And then I'm wondering the double major for the path for the kinesiology programming and the physical therapy and the business. That would be kind of like a wraparound services
Yes.
kind of business. That would be great. Can students like double major? Um,
So that's certainly a possibility to double major in kinesiology and business. The thing to kind of tease out a little bit though is that to become a physical therapist, you actually would graduate with your bachelor's first, and then you have to apply to a doctorate in physical therapy program. So the physical therapy degree itself is above and beyond the bachelor's. So that would be kind of a next step. What we offer at San Diego State is a pre-physical therapy. So
I
it's getting you ready and all of the prereqs that you would need to be eligible to apply.
But being a trainer in and of itself is a great career. My
Absolutely.
son has over the summer went to two different personal trainers, and um, I guess because he's a college student, and some of them were affiliated. Well, two of them, both of them, were affiliated and former students of San Diego State where he attends. Give him a little discount,
Yeah.
because he's a SDS student. But yeah, just that what he learned about even nutrition and
Hmm.
weight building and cardio and just so many different things. I was kind of astounded about how he was bringing it back and, feeding me about what he learned. This is how you do.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting. So,
Absolutely. In fact, one of my favorite certifications is called a corrective exercise specialist, which is kind of under the guides of a personal trainer. And so that's exactly, teaching you how to correct exercises and do things properly. So it's really a lot of overlap between the fields for sure.
well, thank you so much for giving us such a comprehensive overview of your program. I wish you a great semester, both at San Diego City College and at SDSU, and hoping that students that you're listening in, and if there's something that you're interested in, you have a way in here at City and a personal counselor kind of to help you to get you over to San Diego State if you'd like to
Yes,
continue. So thanks so much for your time today. Really appreciate you coming today,
you're
Denise.
welcome. My
Take care.
pleasure. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a great semester. I see our next presenter has arrived, and so I would love to welcome Dr. Rivera to the stage, if you will. Good afternoon, and thank you for coming.
It's great to be here. It's great to be talking with you, fellow students and colleagues at City College. So I'm here to speak about the program called EOPS and the Extended Opportunities Program Services. That's kind of what those letters stand for. And also to speak with you a little bit about the courses we offer here at City College called Personal Growth. So first, EOPS. If you're a resident of California, as determined by the admissions office, that's one of the requirements for participating in the program. Also taking 12 units, or sometimes 6 units if you're approved for that under the disabilities program. During COVID, there's some flexibility there. So 12 units, and then if you're going to be taking 9 or so, still feel free to apply. There might be an opportunity there. Then also that you qualify for the Board of Governors grant and that you have not completed 70 units. Now, what happens at EOPS? So here I just want to see if I can convey a little bit of the energy, the feeling, the emotion. We are a program that was put together in around 1968 or so. It's an outgrowth of the civil rights movement, the beginning of a real intentional social justice movement that we really are feeling today. That program is designed to go what is called over and above. So whatever else is happening at City College, for example, in the counseling department or in other areas, we are legislated to go over and above, to provide services that go deeper and further than what is traditionally offered by the other programs. Not because they don't want to offer those programs, but because we are designed to do that. So we will offer personal counseling, but like what does that mean? Well, in a college environment, things move so quickly and there's just so much to do. But in EOPS, that means going deeper. That means looking at your fears. That means working with your failures. We're not afraid of failure. Failure just means get up again and try again. So what I'm trying to do right now is convey the energy, the attitude, the philosophy. I myself have fallen down and gotten back up again, and now I'm a doctor. I'm a PhD, and I go by doc. I was a former farm worker from a single parent home. So that's how we're real sensitive, and we care a lot about that. So we get involved with you. We follow up with you, and you can see a counselor as many times as you need to in EOPS. Also, you receive priority enrollment. The system realizes that the students that get selected for our program are students who have faced a lot of trials in their life and have come through them, and now you're in college. And so priority enrollment, so you can select your classes with more freedom and more schedule compatibility. We get involved with your classes and your professors. If there's something that you're not understanding, or there's something that you need to talk to your professor about, or a little shy or a little nervous, well, get involved with that. Then also we provide free membership to the associated student body, the student government here. And that's really, really important. And so be sure that if you come to our program that you ask for that. Right now, our program is asking you to ask for that. But there's also discussion that maybe you shouldn't even have to ask for that just happens. We're talking about that. So I just want you to know that student government is powerful. So many students' lives have changed because they started to get involved with the student government here and to feel more a part of the college instead of being a student who looks like feeling like you're just visiting the college or like you're just looking from the outside into the college. Once you start getting involved with student government, it feels less like a school and more like a community. So I'm going to encourage you to look at EOPS as a possibility. And then personal growth classes here at the college, as you can feel from me, we go deeper yet and when we look at personal growth. The first class is Personal Growth 120. What we do there is we work to share with you the state-of-the-art tips on how to understand college culture. Just imagine if you went to another country, and some of you probably have. Some of you probably come here from another country. And right, learning the language, learning the foods, learning the customs, that's college too. College is a culture. So it's just a matter of getting used to it and understanding it. And once you learn those tips, it's amazing. It's hard to believe, but you can actually feel like you're part of that culture too. So instead of being bicultural, you're adding another culture to yourself, an academic culture. And so in Personal Growth 120, many, many tips about that, and so many, and I teach that class, by the way, and so many of my students say they wish they had taken that class in their first semester because it really changed their lives. And then there's Personal Growth 140, and that's a deeper interpersonal class. Really getting to know yourself. What are the dimensions of a human being? And how do they work together to surface your dreams and teach you the skills for managing your emotions and relationships, family relationships, cultural relationships? Just who are you as a human being? And you students, most of you will be between the ages of 18 and 25. And of course, there are others of us who have come back later to school. Still looking into ourselves and getting to know ourselves better. Personal Growth 140. And then Personal Growth 130 is all about careers. How can you develop a skill set, a tool set that will help you be prepared to navigate a career over your lifetime? So always being best prepared to know where to look for an opportunity. How do you take every class assignment, every fun activity, even family activities, and learn to put names to those as skills so that you can begin to incorporate them in a success profile. How do you use those skills and apply them in a work environment? How do you use every assignment in college to be intentional and understand how to incorporate that into the building of a career tool set that you'll be able to refer to when you're interviewing and when you're describing your passion and your dream in a career? And then how many more minutes do I have left, Lori?
About 30 seconds, sir.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. It was wonderful to spend this time with you. Take care, and I hope to see you on campus through Zoom or any other way. Take care and blessings.
Thank you. Doug, real quick question, real quick, because the passion that you have for teaching personal growth and for being an ELPS counselor really shines through your personality. And so we know you on here as Doc Rivera. How did they look through who should they look for
Okay,
on the college schedule?
If you want to talk to me, then look for John Rivera. John Rivera.
Perfect.
All righty. Take care and blessings.
Thank you. Blessings to you too. Enjoy your semester.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for coming. All right, Doc. So we're going to go ahead and keep it going. I'd like to welcome Jamie Jones, and she's here to talk about our intercollegiate tennis. So if I may, I'm going to go ahead and pass it right over to you, Jamie.
Okay.
Thanks so much for coming today.
Okay. Hi, Lori. So basically, I'm here today to promote our women's tennis program. And actually, we have men's and women's tennis. And we also have tennis classes. So our classes will begin, our intercollegiate tennis will begin on March 1st. And so there's still time to register if you're interested in tennis. I have our class information, but I actually put together a little video. So, because I kind of learned from yesterday. So I was hoping I could maybe show that first, and then you could kind of jump in and see what other information I might need to share here.
Thank you.
So let's see if I can get this to play. Oh my. Sorry.
No worries. This is the process that we go through when we're sharing our screens.
Okay, so I'm not seeing this on my share screen. So I'm going to go back, exit full screen. Hold on. Okay. So, share screen. All right, I got it.
Yay.
All right. Hopefully you can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. That's my son clapping.
Yay!
He's like, Mom, you did it.
I I love your coworker over there giving you all that love because we all need it.
So yes, so you can kind of see a little bit more about our program, and you can see the courts, right? Our courts are right across the street from San Diego High School, kind of down below. Kids have lots of fun. We travel, we play, you know, like some other JC teams like Mesa, Grossmont, Southwestern. We do some community service. We, yeah, we we try to, you know, keep them moving forward and towards graduation. I think you could tell that too from the little clips. And you don't have to, in order to take our classes, you don't have to play on the team. It's just, that's just part of what we do. And yeah. What do you think, Lori? What other questions?
Oh, well, two things. First of all, I saw the distinction in the graduation that the student athletes get this
Yes.
beautiful,
Yeah. Like a banner, kind of like
thank you, yes,
ribbon. Yes, yes.
stole. That's what it's called. I was thinking, but it's a beautiful stole that you know, it's quite a distinction from the others, and it's quite you know, very special.
Yeah, it's really nice for them, and
It is. It's very nice for them. And then the other thing is that we're still in the virtual environment right now, and you mentioned that your class begins March 1st. So if whether or not we're, you know, still in COVID, will the class go on if it's virtual?
I believe that we will still give the class virtually, hopefully with moving towards, you know, getting either on court or, you know, doing some fitness things. But even on Zoom, we taught that we taught a tennis class on Zoom last semester, and we went over a lot of strategy and, you know, watched some videos, did some fitness work. But yeah, the hope is that we'll get back on the court.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure that students are ready and willing. So I'm picturing your Zoom class right now. And if I'm a student, I might ask, well, so if I'm on Zoom, do I have a tennis racket with me? Am I in a room that I've, you know, made room for to maybe learn techniques on how to, you know, swing a tennis racket? I don't know how to hit a ball. Tips and tricks.
Yeah, we kind of we do both. So sometimes you might need some fitness, you know, like I might put a video out and kind of demonstrate shadow stroking or techniques, or I might assign an exercise for everyone to go do. So you might want to, you know, dress appropriately, but not, other than that, not any real special equipment or anything like that. We also just will do classes where we're talking a lot about strategy. So in those classes, you don't have to be dressed up, or we might even just be watching something about technique and we'll explain that, but you don't necessarily need to be doing it at the same time. You could just go out and do it the next time you're on the court.
Right. And I was thinking also something that I learned from my son's training, and it's the importance of stretching. And I don't know in terms of preparing to, you know, to play a match in tennis.
So that is part of it.
How do you accomplish that by Zoom?
So we do the same. There's some things that we can do synchronously with them, and then we also put up, you know, small clips of stretching routines and, you know, just like a chart sort of with different stretches for everyone to do. Same with like dynamic stretching and static stretching. So we do both, and then obviously we go over some of the techniques and strategies too, and those are by video or by demoing sometimes, and just sort of asking them questions after we watch a video, things like that. Yeah.
It sounds great, and even if it is, I can see the value of a Zoom class in tennis, because I could see myself taking it I don't know if you've heard about the mirror, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you're going to take it to the mayor level at some point, because you never know, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of different
Yeah,
new
no,
practices.
it's great to, to still kind of stay active with the tennis but yeah, the hope is that we can have some team matches and some on court stuff to do, because that really, I mean, the kids love it and they get so much out of it, right? Traveling together and having that camaraderie together. So
Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that it comes together, and when it does, because that's an experience, right?
yeah,
That
no, it really is. And I think a lot of students don't realize that they can, come back and play tennis for a team, right? Because you don't, there's no age limit. There's, you just have to come back and be a full-time student and you can, join the team.
sounds great. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us again today. I appreciate your time and all the information that you provided students. So hopefully we'll get that class filled for you. And remember, it begins March 1st.
Yes.
So a
Yes.
little time, a little wiggle room to get you started. All right.
If anyone has any questions, my cell and my email were on there. So
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jamie. Have a great
Okay.
semester.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. And I see our next presenter here is here. And this is Dora Mesa. And so I'd like to introduce Dora Mesa. She's from our enrollment services. And so if you're ready to begin.
Thank you, Lori.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to San Diego City College. It's spring semester. What I wanted to do, are we allowed to share our screens? Do you have?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I am trying to get you spotlighted right now as we're talking. Let's see. I think I can't because your face isn't showing. So, but if you pull up your screen will.
Okay. So I wanted to first share a couple of the most important information. We're the enrollment services. We're here to assist you with your application. We're here to assist you with your enrollment. Residency is our top item right now. We're also with our priority registration for anyone who is active duty, who is a veteran. We'll set you up for priority registration. If you need to do a petition to repeat, of course, a petition, a challenge, late ads, late drops. We do have a Google Voice number that is manned by staff members. We're available Monday through Thursday from 8 to 6 p.m. It's on the screen, 619-887-4989. We also have an email where you can send us a question if you have a question pertaining to enrollment services, and a web page. What I also wanted to share is we've recently added something. Let me go back into that. Let's see. Oh, down here. Where am I at? City College. Ooh. Trying to find my window. Don't see it. Maybe Lori, do you have access to pull up the online services page from the homepage?
I can work. Yeah, let me find it real quick.
I wanted to show the students the feature. As you guys know, some of us are new to campus solutions. Some of us remember utilizing Raji, or if you were a student, then you might remember even Class Talk from back in the days. But we do have step-by-step guides available for our students when they have questions such as, how do I process the permission number? How do I swap classes? How do I turn my class into a credit, no credit class when the feature is available? Let's see if I could do it.
I am looking for enrollment services right now.
Okay. Or at least the homepage.
Yeah, okay, I'm at the homepage right now. So tell me where to go from there.
So scroll down to where you would see the link that says online student services.
Oh, okay. The remote online student service?
Yes.
Let me go and let me come back over and share my screen then, okay? Thank you. I'm going to move this over here. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and we're going to get you to that screen right now. Okay, Dora, here we are. Tell me where you'd like me to go.
Perfect. If you could scroll down to the admissions tab.
Admissions or
Yes. Admissions and records, or admission and enrollment. Sorry. Just click on the admissions.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay, got it.
There you go. So if you click on My SDCCD portal user guides,
Yes.
perfect. This is where you can find step-by-step guides to assist you on how to navigate through your portal. And this is pertaining to everything that you can see within your My SDCCD portal. All you would do is right here where you have that little arrow, that little guide, you just type in permission numbers.
You want me to type that in?
Yeah, go ahead and
permission?
type it in just for demonstration.
Okay.
There you go. So you see how it starts changing different information. And what it does is once you've selected, let's see how to update, let's see. Do the how to register or waitlist a class. Down.
Down.
There you go. You will get step-by-step instructions on how to perform that function. So if ever you find yourself in a situation where you're having problems enrolling, and let's say it's after hours, then unless it's something that you don't have to wait till Monday to get help, you can just follow the guide, because Campus Solution is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it doesn't shut down like the old system used to. So this is a great feature that I encourage everyone to become familiar with. If it's downtime, and instead of, you thought about maybe binging on Netflix like me sometimes, if you have a question, go in there and then it'll give you guides, and it's something that you can always keep as a reference. The second thing that I wanted to cover is, I think you have to stop sharing, is that we also operate the veterans side of the house. Currently, it is our peak period. And as you know, the most important thing that we can do to support our veterans is to help expedite the certification process for them. So right now, we are working all hands on deck that can actually work with veterans. We've pulled them all together so that they can provide information on the certification process. So even I'm sending out emails. We're helping our students with submitting the forms. So if you scroll down, what we're doing is all of the information is available here. We're actually updating it where we're removing the emails to our school officials, because right now we're having them focus primarily on the actual certification process, because we want our veterans to receive their housing as quickly as possible. And, we do the certification, but there's still that second piece that goes on through the VA, which we have no control over. So we are going to be removing their personal emails just because right now the supervisors were taking on the load and try to assist our students. The forms are submitted via JIRA. That is a secure website that we are all utilizing, especially right now that we're working from home. It allows us to store these documents, and it allows all of us to be able to communicate with the student as far as where we're at in the process. the purpose of using the benefits, it's not automatic. An individual has to actually tell us that they're interested in utilizing the benefit because this is an earned benefit. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much all. I just encourage you guys that if you haven't started the process because you're not going to be a student this spring semester, but potentially a student for the summer or the fall semester, I encourage you to start working on this stuff probably around early November to mid-April, just because that is not the peak period for most of the student services departments, and it'll allow you to complete some of the stuff in a more timely fashion. Right now, it can be a little difficult because appointments are hard to come by. As you know, we're processing hundreds of forms. So this is a time where we would all operate under a lunch bag of patience. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please feel free to email us and we will go ahead and assist you with your questions.
Thank you so much, Dora, for coming on to talk about the enrollment services and also our veteran services, which are so important. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I wish you a really successful and happy new semester.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You as well, Dora. Thank you. So our next presenter here, keeping it rolling on, I'd like to introduce to you, this is Salam Gebrekristos, and please correct me if I do not pronounce properly. You're muted right now.
Yeah. You said it right. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, hello. By the way, happy new semester. I haven't seen you, so I'm excited to see you before you begin. I miss you so much, honestly.
Yeah, you too. Nice to see you too. I'll be able to share right screen or?
Yes.
Okay.
And Salam is here to talk about our Next Up and foster youth programming. So while she's pulling up her screen to share, she's doing a phenomenal job working with that student population. So without further ado.
Hi, everyone. Happy spring semester. I really hope that you guys are starting off to a strong start and keep it strong and finish real strong also. So I'm happy to be here to talk about a population that it's heartfelt. I really feel connected to, and that is our former foster youth that are on our college campus. So I work with a program called Next Up, and it is under EOPS. I'm sure, I don't know if you've already heard from EOPS, but if EOPS is a program that's been around for 51 years now, and it was to help support Latino and Black minorities on CSU campus. That extra little support that we need. And so it evolved into having other programs, and one of them is Next Up, and this is to support that extra support our former foster youth need on campus. So I'll start with the eligibility. First, you have to be a California resident, but the most important part of the eligibility piece is that you have to have been 16. You have to have been in care by your 16th birthday. And so if you were in the foster care system or somebody that is at City and they were, and just that alone, you could just send them my way and I'll figure out if they're eligible or not, because there's other ways we could support them. And the other piece is that students have to be enrolled in 9 units. And so the good things, the benefits and the services that we provide, and we do provide academic, career, and personal counseling. So my Next Up students have me as the coordinator and the counselors, the program. So that's all just one person, and it's kind of nice, this relationship that we're building. And then priority enrollment, that's number one part of being a successful student, is to be able to register on the first day. So we do take care of that. We do assist our students with financial aid and CHAFE, and then there's also grants and book services and school supplies, print cards when we're on campus, direct grants, and food insecurity. So it's a lot of support. We are really beyond the support too, it's building a community. So I always say some type, like we're building a village, we're building a community, and I'm always encouraging our students to support one another. And so, you know, again, the word is foster youth. If you hear anybody that has said they were in foster care or they're, you know, somebody that has, just send them our way. We're doing great things here. Our, you know, our students are returning, or, you know, and I'm seeing growth from, you know, I've been here a year and a half, and the amount of growth that I've seen in our students. So, and real important to just, again, to express, I don't know how many times I can say it, but just send them our way and we can help them. So the way that you can contact me is, you know, the 388 number doesn't work. This on our website, but this is, you can just Google San Diego City College Next Up, and it will direct you here. And so go ahead and email me or our program tech, which is Ashley. And you don't have to say anything, just say, I think I qualify. I think I know somebody. I'm going to, you know, can I get more information? And we'll do one-on-ones. We have workshops. We'll just support you and in any way that we can. And so I think that's all I'm going to say. That's, you have questions for me?
Actually, if you'd be so kind, because you are in a unique position in that you are the coordinator for our Next Up program at City College, and you also are connected to SDSU. And so if you could just, I know we've had students that have gone from, you know, our former foster youth that have gone from city, transferred to SDSU, and that there's EOP, I mean, there's Next Up programming for them there. And there's an interchangeable word, I believe.
It's Guardian Scholars. It's called Guardian Scholars there. Yes, so we do. And that's part of the work that I, you know, my connection to SDSU as an instructor, as a professor is different than my counselors. But the amazing thing I would like to say is I'm teaching future counselors. So I'm always thinking about this population, whether it's empathy or how to be in spaces and, you know, microaggressions and biases. But the cool thing at San Diego State, their Guardian Scholar is better than any other CSU program. And the reason why is they actually provide housing to former foster youth students. And so even right now during COVID, former foster youth get to stay in the dorms, get to stay in their apartments. And so SDSU, and we are connected with them. And I have a couple students that are transferring this semester, and they've applied to the Guardian Scholar. And it's just a continuing, and that's what I've done at City. It's like if they leave City and they go to State, it's like a nice handoff, like to the next step. And so, and if, I apologize, and if it's not San Diego State, it's definitely
like that too.
Okay. Like it's a long time, but if it's not San Diego State, we also support you wherever you want to get to. We make sure that we are connected to their foster youth programs. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I just think I wanted to just bring that up because sometimes, well, and I know that you do a really great job at doing that really soft handoff from City College to San Diego State. And that's just something I think that it's just in you innately to make sure that you're a bridge, because sometimes students are, well, so what do I do after City College? You know, what happens to me? I'm still part of that population. Is there help for me out there beyond San Diego City College?
You know, and I can also talk about, you know, just because it doesn't stop just because you transfer, like with our students. And I just had a student that asked me that yesterday. She's like, when I transfer, can I still connect with you? And I'm like, of course you can, right? But the other piece I want to talk about, you just reminded me, is the handoffs that we do on our campus, right? You and I have worked, you know, I've brought students over to you. I brought them over to different departments, and the heart and you know, I'm always like just appreciative of the spaces that you provided for my population, but your whole department really, like, you know, student services, whether it's from the president's office, the VP, it's, you know, financial aid, it's all around. There's a lot of love and support for our students. And one of the things that we did this year was I actually met with instructors that have former foster youth in their classrooms. And so that was just me asking them for space and letting them know, not identifying who their students are, but how to support their students. And it went beyond what I could ever imagine or expected. And just the love these teachers have shown to our students. And that's City's heart. It's there. Mhm.
It truly is. I can't go without saying that prior to you coming aboard with the Next Up program, our foster youth Next Up program has grown substantially and so meaningfully and for our students at City. I'll just tell, if any of you watching, if you're watching and you fit this profile or you think I might, Salem is one of the best folks that you could get in contact with. She will, I'm just telling you, because she's the type of City College family that treats her students like family. She calls her students up. Hey, how are you doing in your classes? Hey, don't forget you have this, that, and the other. She serves as a reminder. She is a mom to many, a pseudo mom, if you will. And a lot of our students in that identify in that population really need that tender, loving care and that help and assistance. So that once she's done it a few times, it's empowering for them because then they know they have a voice and they know where to go. And that's really the beauty, I think, about the work that you do, is because it's so personal in nature that that's just the way you roll in your work.
Right.
Slim. It's just the way that you communicate and the relationships that you've built on campus with every department. So I just want to, just talk to the students. I'm looking right at the camera. If this is you, please reach out to Salem. I promise you that you benefit from the program and you'll be so happy that you did. And of course, Google EOP, San Diego City College, and Next Up, and you'll get her information.
Right.
Thank you for the splendid work that you do for our students, Salem.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. You're so kind. And I also would like to add, you can walk on, you can connect with anybody at San Diego City College and they will connect you to me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I wish you a really successful semester.
Bye, Terry.
Bye. Take care. All right. So thank you. Our next presenter is here right on time. And I'd like to introduce to you Terry Wilson. And she is from our dance department. And boy, oh boy, does she have some great energy to give to you. Thanks for coming, Terry. I'm going to give it over to you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I share screen, Lori?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna start out just telling you, my name is Terry Wilson and I am the full-time contract faculty in dance at City College and I've been there since 1997. I have 4 or 5 other colleagues that are amazing and have been there many, many, many times. The ideal thing about our dance department at City is we have a very inclusive and gentle and generous community of dancers and choreographers that we work with. And, now we're virtual. We had to make a virtual performance in the fall and that was, it was challenging, but we did really a wonderful job. And I'm going to show you a little snippet of that in a second. But I just want to brag a little bit about our faculty. All of the faculty that we have been professional dancers. They all have their master's in fine art. We have a doctorate, a PhD, and Dr. Grace Shinhei Jun, and our hip hop instructor. They all have companies that they have directed. So there's opportunities for dancers to move into a professional situation and rub elbows with the big guns out there. And so I've just become artistic director of San Diego Dance Theater. Dr. Grace has BK Soul, Zakia Mailer Salinas has Disco Riot. These are 3 companies that are in San Diego where the students can enjoy other opportunities outside of their educational experience. Once we get into our curriculum at City, we get to do ballet, we get to do jazz, we get to do world dances, world cultures and dance. We get to do modern dance, hip hop dance, choreography, improvisation, movement for wellness, which is basically a wellness meditation, move gently kind of class that we have. Music for dance, opportunities to perform. This semester we'll do another virtual performance, but news on the horizon is that we're going to get to be able to work on our campus. So I'm just going to share my screen, show you some of the classes that we have. I want to really let everybody know that all of the dance technique classes are late start classes. So if you're looking for another class and you want to try something new or whatever, come back to it, they don't start until February 16th. So you still have time to make some decisions about that. Our program is really designed to embrace beginners, but we take all kinds, all ages, all shapes, all sizes, all colors. I just had a woman email me today and she's like, oh, I'm 47. I'm just coming back to dance and I'm scared. I'm like, this is just the place for you, because our community of dancers and teachers and the campus also is very embracing and creating and culture creating. And so don't be afraid, but if you need to talk to me, my name is Terry Wilson, which is really easy, twilson@sdccd.edu. So I'm going to show you a couple of, things that I have. Let's see, how do I do this? I forgot now. On my screen, we have, this is our ballet. We have an ad for our ballet classes. You'll see some of the dancers here are on point, those special shoes that the ballerinas wear. And then behind them are tap dancers. We're not offering tap this semester because of COVID, but we're gonna get tapping in the fall, hopefully. Now we have Global Dance Traditions with Akaya Atuli. She is from Uganda. She is an amazing instructor. She'll be teaching African dance this semester, starting on the 16th of February. And that will be on Zoom. All the classes are on Zoom. She performs at the Wild Animal Park and the San Diego Zoo, and her energy is incredibly contagious. So I'm hoping that you will be interested in taking that class. We have our hip hop classes with Dr. Grace Shinhei Jun, also the director of BK Soul. As you can see here, all shapes and sizes, and having a really good time in these pictures. So I'm hoping that the energy from these pictures kind of jumps out at you. I teach the modern class. Here we have the modern with Terry Wilson, that's me. And you can see our beautiful community of beautiful dancers. Just very celebratory, happy dancing on stage. We don't get to be on stage, but we will. So get ready now so we can go back into the theater. We also have let me move this around again. We also have a history of dance class, which did start today. This is not a late start class. This is an 8-week class that did start today or yesterday, but this is where you're going to learn about the history of dance. You're going to hit ritual dance, ballet dance, modern dance, and the history of jazz dance. So it's a really fun class. It's online, obviously, and you just get to watch dance videos and talk about dance in your discussions. So the last little thing I want to share with you is a little snippet, about 50 seconds of the project that we did in the fall, a virtual dance performance with our dancers, choreographed by our beautiful faculty. And we put it all together in about a 45-minute performance that was, presented through Zoom. But I just have a little tiny 57-second snippet of what we did. So let's see, here we go. Let me organize this. And so you can see our dancers are in their spaces, right? Everybody's got to figure out your space, but we kind of decided that we would celebrate the different kinds of spaces that we have to dance in. Luckily, we live in San Diego, which could be outside, right? And we just really decided to encourage our dancers to see their space in a different way. So check this out. Okay, so that's my little presentation. Please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me at twilson@sdccd.edu. We want everybody to learn to dance and enjoy making dances together, and celebrating moving in space and being able to move in space. So please do not hesitate to call me and get on the bandwagon of our City College dance department and the wonderful faculty and students that are part of our community there. And we are building culture, and we are inviting you and anybody you know into our program. And if you say you can't dance, I'm going to tell you differently, because you can, and we are going to train you to dance. Okay, thank you, Lori. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful semester, and hang in there. Hang in there.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Of course.
Thank you so much. I noticed that you're a late start class, and so I think I saw February 16th.
Yeah.
And so is it for all of the dance classes or just one of them?
All of them, except for one, which started yesterday, which is first 8 weeks, which is my history class.
I
But
see.
all of them, the performance classes are starting in the second, our 14-week classes starting just after President's Day weekend on the 16th of February. And the reason we wanted to do that is because we felt like people are organizing their semesters and they don't often think of dance classes, but then once they settle in, oh, maybe they could pick up another class, or they need another class, and our classes are here waiting for you. So yeah, we're gonna start dancing on Tuesday after President's Day weekend, the 16th of February.
So, and then my other question was like, so when you're in Zoom with your class, do you all dance together? So if I'm a student and I'm trying to think what a dance class looks like on Zoom, can I anticipate like to dance and see my fellow classmates to dance on Zoom?
Yeah. So, it just depends on how, the instructor organizes the class, because you can be very private about it, or you can share and put the gallery up so then you can all see each other. You can do breakout sessions where you discuss things and dance together, and I come in and say, or the instructor comes in and says, yeah, great, work on this. This looks great. We often record all of our classes so we can put them into Canvas, and the students can see the work, or they can just see the instructor if they want to just watch the instructor do the movements again. We try the best we can to train and strengthen and create flexibility in our dancers' bodies, but also creativity and endorsing individuality. So it does take a little bit of courage, but once you do it, you get very connected. And yeah, Zoom is not the best platform to learn dance, but it also affords an opportunity to be very resourceful and creative. So yeah, did that answer your question, Lori?
It did. Thank you so much. I wish you and your department and your students all the best this semester.
Okay, stay in touch, Lori. Thank you for doing this. Great job. Great job.
Thank you. And thank you for always participating.
Thank you.
Bye, Terry. Take care. Hey, and I see we have our next beautiful presenter, and I would love to introduce to you Ms. Margie Spikes, and she's here to talk about the CARE program. Margie, first of all, it's lovely to see you. I miss you so much. I miss your beautiful smile and your warmth. And so welcome, and thanks for coming.
Thank you. Is my audio okay?
Yes, it's great.
Okay, all righty. I'm on my older system, so it doesn't have the capacity to do a virtual background. So
I love your background.
Well, thank you. I'm in my tiny piece of the world where I've been working for the last year. So yeah.
Nice.
How's it been going all day? Pretty good.
It's been a terrific day, to be honest with you. I think that when students watch, those who are watching live and those who will watch later on because they're being recorded, I think that they'll really enjoy all the information and how friendly our faculty, counselors, staff are, and how willing to, welcome them with open arms into City College. So you're really good at that. So I'll let you take it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work. I think it's the first time I've done this. So will somebody tell me when it's time to start speaking, or are
Oh,
we doing?
yes. So I'll go ahead. You can go ahead and start if you'd like to start sharing your screen.
Okay.
You can do that, and then you can start doing your presentation.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, I just want to take this time to say greetings and Happy New Year, and welcome to all the new students at San Diego City College, and welcome back to all of the continuing students. My name is Margie Spikes Tucker, and I've been given the opportunity to spend the next 10 minutes with you to share information about the San Diego City College CARE program. I'm wearing some of our CARE swag that we give our students when they come into the program. Nice little polo shirt. But I'm gonna take a few minutes and share my screen. I have about 5 PowerPoint slides to cover some information, short and concise. By the end of our time together, you'll have more information about CARE. And if you're eligible, hopefully you'll go ahead and sign up for the program. You'll be glad you did. If you're not sure, there's going to be contact information. You can always email me if you have any questions, and I'll be able to assist you to let you know if you are eligible. So if you're not quite sure, still reach out to me. Okay. Okay, so here is my first slide. And what is the CARE program? So CARE is a program within EOPS that provides support services to assist students in completing their degree, certificate, or transfer, and to progress towards self-sufficiency. It's also a program that can be found at over 100 plus community colleges and within 72 districts in the state of California. The CARE program is often confused with the CARES Act grant, okay? And it's not associated with that particular form of financial assistance. That's the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, which is funding that's administered by the colleges to eligible students. Okay, so they're 2 separate programs. So I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. I get a lot of students that apply to CARE and think they're applying for the CARES Fund, but I always redirect them to the right place so they can get the help they need. CARE program eligibility requirements. You need to apply and be determined eligible to participate in the EOPS program. That's first and foremost, because CARE is an umbrella program under EOPS. You have to be a parent or a legal guardian of at least 1 child under the age of 18. You need to be currently receiving CalWORKS cash aid assistance for yourself and or your children. I know the county provides other assistance like EBT food stamps, Medi-Cal, other assistance, which is great if you can get that help. But the main assistance that students have to be receiving for themselves or their children is the cash aid, the monthly cash aid that the county awards. And you have to be at least 18 years of age and determined to be single head of household. Now that's not necessarily related to your marital status. You can be single, you can be married, separated, or divorced. But the county has to determine that you're considered single head of household. So there are students that apply to CARE at times that are married, but perhaps the spouse is no longer in the household because they left or they're incarcerated or any number of situations. So again, it's not tied into your marital status. So if you happen to be married, separated, or divorced, I would recommend that you still apply and we'll be able to determine if you're eligible, okay? But most of the students that apply are single parents. CARE program services. We provide CARE grants. That's funding that goes directly to the students to help them with any costs that they have in regards to school supplies or college expenses or family expenses or anything along those lines. We do not require the students to report how the funds are spent, but because we know that a lot of students are balancing a lot of responsibilities, especially in the financial area, the CARE grants do come in handy. And these do not have an impact on any monies that you will be receiving from financial aid or any additional financial assistance that you may be getting from EOPS or other programs on campus. We provide semester bus passes, parking permits, and gas cards. The parking permits and the gas cards, we're not providing those now while we're operating remotely because there are not a lot of classes on campus. But if there is a student who has a class that meets partially on campus, we are able to provide funding for the parking permit for the semester. We are able to assist students now with a bus pass, even though classes are remote, because we know that students who don't have transportation are still needing to use public transportation. So any of the CARE students that are in need of a semester bus pass will purchase that. Once the campus opens back up, we'll be able to provide campus meal cards as students can use in our campus cafeteria, as well as the food trucks if we still have those available to serve the students on campus. We provide a variety of gift cards to assist students with some of their purchasing needs. We have specialized workshops and networking opportunities that are always fun. The workshops are designed around parenting, how to balance being a full-time student and a full-time parent. Sometimes those workshops are facilitated by the EOPS and CARE staff. Sometimes I'm able to bring in people from the outside that are subject matter experts. But the students really enjoy the workshops because we design those around their specific needs as parents and as full-time students. We have fun activities for the students and their children. We're doing a lot of unique things now remotely, because we know that the students are at home with their children and working with their children. So we've been able to have some fun activities over Zoom over the last several months with the students and their children. And then we have a wide variety of parenting resources and other information that's beneficial for our students. So those are just a few resources that we offer. How to apply for the CARE program. First and foremost, you can visit our webpage, and the web address is San Diego City, sdcity.edu/EOPS. You'll want to scroll down to the CARE program section. There's a link that you can click that will take you directly to the CARE application. You can complete that online, and then you'll want to email the completed application to me, the program coordinator. If you have any questions regarding that process, my contact information is here. Again, I'm the CARE program coordinator, Margie Spikes Tucker. My direct email address is here, as well as my phone number. So feel free to email me if you have any questions, or you can give me a call at the number that's listed here on the slide. And this is our CARE program informational flyer. We share with the different programs on campus as well as in the community. It includes some of the same information that I just covered with you in the previous slides. On the far right-hand side of the purple section, it lists the services again that I've shared with you, as well as the eligibility requirements. And again, on this flyer is my contact information. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. We are really trying to make sure that we reach every student at San Diego City College potentially eligible for this program. We realize the challenges that students face being full-time students as well as full-time parents, and we know that the students in our program are truly appreciative of the extra support that they receive. So we want to be able to provide that same support to as many students as possible. So again, this is information about CARE. I really do appreciate spending this time with you, talking about the program. And I hope to be able to interact with some of you either by email, by phone, hopefully one day in person. That's what I really love and I truly miss. And again, I want to welcome you to City College. It's the greatest place to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Margie. That was a great presentation. And in fact, I learned a lot today that I didn't really truly realize. I wanted to also, kind of like let students know that are watching that if they even think that they could be eligible, to contact you, because you're the one that will be able to tell them if they're eligible or not.
Right. That's what I was trying to make sure that I got across, hopefully, because, a lot of times students, oh, well, I'm not single, or, or I wonder if I'm still eligible if I have this situation. So I always say, ask the question, don't discount yourself. Just go ahead and reach out. We can let you know if you're eligible.
Right. That is just so great. And then the other thing, Margie is being shy about all the things that she does with the CARES program. And I can just tell you and I'm saying CARE program versus the CARES. Okay. The CARES Act is different from the CARE. But, annually, they're to support their students. And she coordinates a holiday program so that all of the families enrolled in the CARE program have, Christmas presents for their children. And that's a big undertaking. This is something that somebody has done. Margie, how many years have you been doing this?
27?
27 years. Can you
27
imagine how
years.
many lives you've impacted through that program? And I'm telling you, students through rain, sleet, snow, even though we've had some of that this week, by the way.
We've had a little bit. Yes, we have.
A little bit, so you never know. But, she has been there to lead the charge for those kinds, for that effort. And that's one of the things I really admire. Even when there's no way, Margie, you've made a way.
We've made a way. And this year with, the campus being closed, we were really wondering if we were going to still be able to provide, that assistance to students over the Christmas holiday. And so what we had to do, because we couldn't have, our big event that we had, off campus, what we did was we still received toys through Toys for Tots. And so some of the staff came together with myself, and what we did was we packaged all the toys and had them mailed through our, sorted them by families and had them mailed through our campus mailroom to each individual household for the students this year. Because we were bound and determined to get, those toys to the students, for the holidays. And it was really, it was really fun. I'm glad, the Toys for Tots campaign was able to still provide the toys. We had a few glitches, with trying to get, signatures or release, information, but we were able to work through it. But we spent the whole day on campus sorting the toys, and we put them in the priority mailboxes, and then we took them to the mail room. And so we had close to 100 families, maybe, that we were able to provide, toys to. So, yeah.
So here's the secret. I don't know what the secret to this is, but I've often wondered, how do you match up the toys that you get from the needs of the students and their children?
Well, they apply, we have to, we provide them with a form that they have to return to us. And then we submit the form with the number of children, and their ages to the Toys for Tots campaign to the Marine Corps base. And then what they do is they sort the toys, by organization. We go and we pick them up, and then I already have my information on my end, the families and the ages and genders of their kids. And then we sort them, and when we were, having the event off campus in the big facility, we would have them sorted, and packaged by families. So it's a pretty big undertaking, but doing it for so many years, I have it down to a science, and I have, just the greatest folks, that step in every year, help. There's no way I could do it by myself, but it's just such a nice event, and the students are just so appreciative. It's just something that I just did not want to not be able to provide this year. So, it's something that we look forward to every year.
Well, you and your team are to be commended for finding a way out of no way. And I think I've said that a few times because it's situational sometimes.
Exactly.
But this is like probably the most challenging time that you've probably seen in your 27 years with the pandemic. I can't imagine the joy of those packages arriving by mail.
Oh yeah, the emails I got, and just the thank yous, and it was only one student who didn't, receive her package, and we were trying to track it and couldn't find it. We were able to provide the students with some grocery store cards inside with the, packaging, so we were able to get her some additional grocery store cards. Out of those close to 100 families, was only one, but she understood, but yeah, they were very, very, like I said, the smallest little things that you do, sometimes you don't even think about. Students really appreciate it. It makes such a big difference, in their lives. You don't even really realize it.
Truly doing God's work, in all honesty. And so, like the students that are watching now, I just want you to know that City is a really special place, and the people that work here, it's not a job, it's a calling. And so I just want you to know that I want you to feel like you chose the right place, and know that City College also chose you, right? So
City College did choose me, because this career that I've had for close to 30 years was not what I had initially planned to do early on in life. That's a story I share with my students when I meet them one-on-one. My goal was to actually be a counselor in an elementary school. but sometimes we're taken down a different pathway, and one thing that I realize now, coordinating care, working with single parents, working with parents that may have children with special needs, working with parents that are receiving FAFSA assistance, those are all real life lived experiences that I have. And so going through life and dealing with certain situations, I didn't understand why, it was me, I was chosen, why am I dealing with this? Why am I going with this? But coming full circle, I've been able to pull from those lived experiences and share with these students, that are actually going through it now, And so it's made a world of difference. And a lot of times when I'm able to actually share those experiences with students, it makes our connection a lot stronger. It builds the rapport, and it demystifies the fact that because I might be sitting behind a desk and there's an assumption that I've arrived or I may not, have knowledge of certain things, when I'm able to feel comfortable enough to share about my own real life lived experience, connect with them, because a lot of things they're dealing with, I've gone through. And I'm very open, about those types of things because I think that is important to feel comfortable doing that. So I really do enjoy it.
I know you do. It's like a calling, and it's a passion for you too. And
Yeah.
for those of you, when we do get back from when COVID is gone,
Mhm.
and you enter Miss Margie Spike's office, you'll see these beautiful pictures that are mounted on her wall for all this. I won't say all because I don't know how you could fit all.
It's been over the years though.
Yes, but you'll see this collage. I mean, huge collage of pictures over the years of students and Margie that she's been there for them in a way that is not just caring but family. And that's what we create here at City College is family.
Exactly.
And I also will just give a pitch because I'm a City College alumnus, and I will just say that I had something in mind too, and I'll just say that God positions us where He needs us, and so
Yeah.
Congratulations on your
Thank
great
you.
work and continued success,
Thank you.
Margie.
Thank you,
so
Lori.
much for
Miss
joining
you.
us.
You
Miss
take
you
care.
too. You take care as
Okay.
well.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So our next presenter is I'd like to call to the stage because he's the DJ with the most, DJ Shadow, also known as Dr. Rob, and so many other things, right? Just a master of all kinds of trades and things. So I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Rob, and Dr. Rob, I'll let you take it away.
All right.
Thank you for
Thank you so
coming.
much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for inviting me to welcome our amazing students again. And I'd love to tell you about our wonderful and amazing Umoja program. Am I able to share my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Awesome. So first, I just want to introduce you to a few of our incredible Umoja scholars. So I miss these days when we can all be on campus together. But these are our amazing Umoja scholars, and you see all of their big, beautiful, bright smiles, and they're just really everything that embodies Umoja. Just their resilience and their diversity and their just overachievement and the support for each other is just unparalleled. That's just really what the program is about. It's about support. Umoja is a Kiswahili word that means unity, and it is in community that we achieve that we do our work together. Umoja is a program that is designed to improve the graduation and success for African American and other underrepresented students, and we take English, math, and personal growth together, and we just really grow together and support each other, not just only in the classroom but outside of the classroom as well, and in the community. Our Umoja students are feeding homeless at Father Joe's and doing fundraisers for families of victims of the criminal justice system, and just so much more. They're also leaders on our campus and scholars, and also this program. I'm not alone in this program. I also am with really amazing Umoja practitioners. So I have, let me pull that up real quick. I work with 3 other faculty. So I work with, there we go. So one quick second and then there we go. So I work with our Umoja coordinator, Dr. Erin Charlins, as well as Professor Ebony Tyree, who does work with our club and teaches English, and also Paul Alexander, also known as College Alexander, who teaches English and also works with Pillars of the Community. And together, the 4 of us all co-teach these amazing Umoja cohorts, and we get a chance to just be a part of their lives, again, inside and outside of the classroom. And the results are really phenomenal. Alonzo here, who's standing next to Dr. Charlins, is right now at Berkeley. He is on his way to finishing his, he's transferred at Berkeley, and he's working towards getting a law degree and passing the bar. Mimi, who's standing next to him, is at National University and almost just a few months away from getting her bachelor's. And this is a little more about our program here. Just what we offer as far as our counseling and mentoring. We also have the Umoja conference that's coming up, and we're going to be meeting with other schools. So there's 61 Umoja programs across the state of California and also Washington State. But we're the best. San Diego City College is the best one, of course. But we get a chance to meet together as well. And part of the wonderful thing, I just love meeting with other Umoja practitioners within other colleges, and just to get to share about all of the great things that we're achieving together to support students and some of the ideas. And we might have an idea that's working over in Bakersfield that we try over here, and vice versa. And everybody tries to do the City College Math Jam. So that's just kind of a standard. And I'll talk about that next as well. We have an amazing there it is. So about twice a semester, we have something called our Umoja Math and Writing Jams, or both Umoja Final Jams. It started off as a math jam, and really actually just to kind of start off with the history of it. It actually started with I was trying to get my students to go to tutoring support and trying to get them to follow me after class. And I get 1 or 2 or a couple, but there just wasn't we didn't see our incredible underrepresented students in those spaces getting support where we needed it. So I decided to bring the tutors to them, and I invited tutors from different classes to just come in. Hey, come hang out in my classroom. And our class was like, they didn't want to leave. Like, it would be over at 2 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock they're still working on math together. And at some point we started running out of room, and so let's go try this out and see what happens, and see if we could pull this off in the tutorial center and the math center. And it was definitely lit. We had hundreds of students, sometimes 200 students come out, all working together on math and English and science and supporting each other. And these are some pictures from those math jams, and you could just see the positivity from it. Just so much support, and that's really what we need, is that positivity, support, and that environment that allows us to thrive. So please be on a lookout for our next our spring midterm jam, and also our finals one as well. And get a chance to meet with some of these really amazing faculty and tutors and students who are all in it together to finish strong, to be excited about taking to be excited about taking a test. Who's excited about taking a math test, right? Well, once you get that real support, then you're excited to demonstrate what you've learned, and it's infectious. You start to really feel positive about yourself and feel confident, and once you're confident in yourself, really, that's really what we do is grow confident student leaders. And once that sets in, and you really realize that that's actually what's happening with you, that you're really confident in what you're doing, you could do anything. It doesn't matter what the subject is. So that's really what we do in Umoja, is just really really shine the spotlight on you, the student, for all of the awesome things that you do.
Mhm. Yeah, you know what? May I just say something? And
Yeah.
let me just talk about Umoja and yourself, Dr. Rob and Dr. Charlins, and Khalid and Ebony Tyree, who works with the Umoja Club. This learning community is one of the most active on our campus. And I can tell you it's because of the love and the passion of these faculty counselors that work with the Umoja students. I can tell you that there's a lot of cross population in between clubs. So for example, I am co-advisor to the ASG. Oh yeah, there you see, there's all your pretty people right there. But with ASG and the ICC, I'm also co-advisor to the City Women Rock. And so a lot of the Umoja students cross-populate into to our other programming. And what they bring to our programs is the evidence of the energy and their confidence that they've built in your program as they're learning as a cohort. And what they do is, they're teaching other student leaders or student leaders to be, because they're like, how can I get that confidence? How can I be like you? And so I just so proud. And the other thing I wanted to comment about is in the Umoja program is that how the approach is not just academia. It's approaching it. You're teaching the entire spirit, mind, soul, body, and academia, right? And so what you're able to do to reach students and enhance their student experience at City College and actually have them thrive. And I think that the best thing is to see them transfer to other universities that they never dreamed of. The dream was never there. So planting the seed in Umoja and that nurturing that you all do with your students is one of the greatest gifts that City College has. And I just want to commend you all there. And then the final thing I'll say about Umoja and you, Dr. Rob in particular, is because we have our week of service. So right now, because of COVID, we haven't been able to go in person to go to Father Joe's Villages or Chicano Park or Balboa Park or any of the places. Sorry, my mind is.
Also, there's also a Salvation Army.
That's what I was thinking. Thank you so much, Salvation Army and other places.
Lots of other
with
places,
the bay cleanups. So I remember reaching out to you because, or I may have put something out to the campus community, and you responded and said how many people you need, and as many as you can bring, because oftentimes students community service that they can't fit it in. But I'm telling you, you brought. Oh my God! When we went to the first time that you brought your students to Father Joe's, and it's been a continued practice since. The pride that they showed and the compassion that they showed the people that they were serving was because it was taught through you all. And I just wanted to just commend you all because, and that Chicano Park, all the students, you and Dr. Levy too, because her Sackness people rock too,
oh, yes,
right?
she did. Yes, she does too. Yes.
You have the two of you show up with your students, with your clubs. And I just wanted to say that if you're a student watching right now, I know you probably think I might be a little corny, but at City College, it's all about love. We want you here. We want to embrace you. And I'm telling you, the transformation that you'll see in yourself, you'll amaze yourself because you'll look back and you'll say, I never thought I could. And then somebody told me I could. And your dream began at City. It was nurtured and you thrived all the way to your next journey in education and also your personal life and, career. So thank you for doing God's work. So I appreciate you coming and being here, Dr. Rob. and thank you for everything you do for students. And I'll leave you with the closing words for your session. You'll forgive me, but I
Oh,
can't
no.
help it.
No,
City's
thank
a
you so
special
much.
place.
It is. It really is. And thank you so much for all of those kind words. And our students really speak for themselves, and they're watching them grow and just come into spaces. I can't imagine being a first generation, first time college student online. I just can't wrap my head around like how crazy that must be. But we make it a family, and we really care for each other. And well, it really just, you have that same in-class, in-person energy that I didn't think was even possible online. I really did it. I thought, these students are going through they are going through so many different traumas and crazy, just all kinds of barriers and difficulties. But you put real care into the classroom and real love, and they feel it, and they grow with it, and become part of the support, and really just become confident themselves. And just watching their confidence grow it's just so beautiful. So I definitely invite our students to join our Umoja program for our next cohort, and you're more than welcome to join our club. As soon as we know when those meetings are, we'll let you know. But Umoja is definitely one of the best programs that I have the honor of being part of. My city life changed like dramatically when I was honored to have just one Umoja class. I was teaching 6 classes, and one of them was Umoja, and wow, my whole City College career changed. It was like, wow, I had like the best students, like all like the Mimis, the Alonzos. That was my first cohort. And it was just like, wow, this is what it's like to be like, whoa, I have like the best, like I get a chance to work with them. Okay. Like, yes, I want to do this again. Like, how do I do this again? Is this a one-time thing? Like, no, we want you back. Okay. Like, yes.
And you've been so embraced, and you've made such a difference too. So congratulations to you and the Umoja community. Thank you so much for everything you do for our students. I know you do it with much love and passion. And just thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'll hand it off to Luke, our amazing outreach coordinator.
Right? So getting into another love, right? Another person with passion. That's all.
Hey, Dr. Rob, what's up? What's up?
What up? What up?
Umoja, what's up in the house? Here we go.
Yes. So, hey, Luke, thanks again, Dr. Rob. We appreciate you being here so much.
Thank you. I hope I don't get in trouble for wearing my EOPS shirt during an Umoja presentation or something.
We're all family. We're all connected. No problems here. But have a great semester. So, Luke, the force is strong with you. And by force, I know I'm a little corny, but it's, thank you so much. You're going to be the last person of the day. And folks, this is somebody, another colleague that is just full of love and passion. And he connects with a lot of students. And I'll just let him take it over from here. So Luke, without further ado, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for being a part. Thanks for your great energy, your love and your passion. And I'll let you go ahead and take off, sir.
Yeah, well, what's up, everybody? Good evening, and thank you so much, Lori, for being here. We are working through the nights. Just kidding, it is barely 5 p.m., but I'm so happy to be here. I was here yesterday in the morning, which was amazing, and it was a powerful time. There were some great presenters, and it's always a pleasure to be around some of the amazing and loving folks here at San Diego City College. And really that starts from the top bottom. That's, Dr. Shabazz to Vice President Chavez to Vice President Wisenhunt, all the amazing deans that we have here at City. And obviously a huge shout out to Dean Marciano Perez, being this is his area and everything like that. He does amazing work for the community. Big shout out to food distribution. Was that today or yesterday? I think it was just recently, right? It was today. Was it today?
It's today, right.
Okay, so I'm sure
we had one last week too.
Yeah, I'm sure those feet are sore and everything, but a lot of food got given away. So, you could just tell this campus is one that is unique. It is one that is built on the idea of supporting our students, of caring for our students, and making sure that we use this avenue of education at City, as a projection for your future to get you started. You know, I think we always love to see our students come, but we also love to see them leave, because we want to see them do amazing things in the world. We want to see them transfer. We want to see them pull a career. And I just want to congratulate everyone for being here. If you're watching this, maybe you're watching it live, maybe you're going to watch it after the fact, whenever you're watching it, congratulations. Maybe this is your first day, first class, first day of the semester, first week. Congratulations for like that. If you're a student that maybe took a break and you're coming back, welcome back. This is amazing. We're definitely excited to be here. And maybe you're a student that's been here for a minute. We're happy you're still here, and we're happy that you're still in the San Diego City College family. Folks, we're just so happy that you decided to be here. And let's acknowledge the obvious. Let's acknowledge what's going on right now, and that's remote learning. I know Dr. Rob discussed it in this idea, and you know, I think it's always an amazing thing to want to be involved on campus. This is right behind me. This is our beautiful campus. You see this little, I like to call it the cube right here. This is actually our Dreamer Resource Center, and this is one of my favorite buildings on campus, and it does some amazing work for our dreamers, undocumented students, everything like that. They do amazing work to make sure that they're not only supported, but they have the necessary resources to be successful at City. And that's just a small sliver of what we could potentially do for you at City College. Now, my name is Luke, and I'm the outreach coordinator here at City, and I really take that to heart, right? It's the idea that not only are we reaching out to the community, but we're also reaching out to our campus. And that's very, very important to me as well. Now, specifically today, I want to talk about our Peer Mentor Lab and some of the amazing services that we have going on that you could take part of, not in a couple months, not in the next year, but now, what you can do right now with us, and that way we can support you in your time here at City. So let's kind of get started. So we're from the Outreach and Community Relations area. Again, my name is Luke. We will skip that. So this is our area right here. We have our assessment center. So if you need help with getting placed for classes, anything like that, milestones, reach out to us so we can support you. The outreach office, we're working inside the community. We also have the Peer Mentor Lab and the amazing San Diego Promise program, which offers free tuition to students. So if you haven't done so already, reach out to them. Maybe you didn't know you're in the Promise program, but if you are, please get connected. Brenda and her team are amazing, and they do amazing work for our students. Moving forward, now we understand that this environment of learning can be a challenge. And even when I think back to my college and having to take a couple online classes, you know, I was a little nervous about it. So I can't imagine what you're all feeling right now, but you have to understand this. Our president, our vice president, our supervisors, our classified staff, our faculty members have gone to great lengths to ensure that you have the necessary support services and network to support you, to ensure that your time at City is a powerful one that's going to give you access to many different things and really support you in your growth and your development, because you are so important to us. Now, we have this amazing program called the City VIP appointment, and this is going to be a time where you can connect with one of our peer mentors and outreach ambassadors. You know, when you sit down in your class and your professor says, hey, submit your homework on Canvas, or hey, send us a message on Canvas, or hey, can you send me an email via Campus? Sometimes that could be a challenge. And if you don't know how to do that, maybe just like myself, you would say, man, I wish there was someone out there can help me. This is a way to get help. We have our outreach ambassadors and peer mentors that can sit there, support you virtually, make sure that you know what's going on, how to navigate the campus. If you say, man, I wish City had this, or I wonder if City has support with this, or is there anyone that can help me with this? Reach out to us, schedule an appointment, and we can actually help you get connected with anything you need. Navigating the campus. I wish there was a tutor. Let us help you get connected. So the VIP appointment, it is live right now, folks. Submit your request. It's an awesome thing to do. You can schedule an appointment at bit.ly/citypeerlab, and then we can definitely get you connected. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the Peer Mentor Canvas Shell. Now, this is very, very powerful because it is going to be a tool that you can use in order to get supported at City. And sometimes a lot of your classes are in Canvas, and that's great. So add one more shell and allow us to support you. I'm going to kind of take you there so you can kind of see what it's about, because to just speak about it's not enough. Let me show you a little bit what this looks like. So this is the actual live Peer Mentor Canvas shell. There's some amazing resources, our phone number, our links to get supported, our email, social media, anything you need with the Peer Mentor Lab, you can connect with us here. Now, let's take it a step further. What else can we support you with? We have important announcements. So if you're a student that wants to know some key dates for the campus, hopefully it loads up. Yes, there it is. The HUBU conference we've had in the past, Disability Support Awareness Month, all the great things going on at City you can find inside of this. Now, if you want someone to talk to, you want to post a question, we have a discussion board that you can actually connect with our amazing peer mentors, as well as our peer mentor technician that can help you with anything that you can need with City, all right? Some amazing things. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this. If you need resources for books, online writing tools, student tips and hacks, anything like that that you need to be successful, we have some amazing content in here. So please make sure you have the Canvas show. I'm going to post these links inside the YouTube live chat. That way you can have them and you can reference them. So don't feel like you have to just memorize the link. It'll be in there and you can just go ahead and click it away. And then if you log into Canvas, you'll be all set to go. A couple more things I want to quickly share with you so we can make sure that you are connected to the Peer Mentor Lab. We have our YouTube page, and I'm not going to show you the video specifically, but we have some amazing content on here. It's bit.ly/CityPeer YouTube. We have some amazing how-to videos, even our City Ready session that's going to walk you through logging into your portal, setting up your Canvas, how to email your professor, all those different things that you could potentially need as a student. It is there live and you can access it whether you're laying on your couch, you're on your phone, and you're like, let me watch the video to learn real quick. This is a great way to go about doing it, okay? The last thing I want to reach and kind of share with you real quick before I finish is some social media. Now, social media is very, very important in the current age, and we would love to feature you as a student. So if you would like to be featured on our Y City Wednesday post, Lori, that goes for you too on Meet City Monday. If you want to be on there, we can feature you, no problem. But if the students want to be featured, tell us why you love City. We can get you on there, no issue at all. You can reach out to us and we can get you linked up, build your brand, and we can get you started here at City. Last thing, a couple of different social media accounts I want to bring to your attention. The Outreach Office has some amazing content on Instagram, social media, whether it be open classes, resources, support, events. Follow us, SD City Outreach on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can look us up on there. Also, please, please, please follow the general San Diego City College social media account. That's going to be San Diego City College on Instagram, and they're on Twitter and Facebook as well. Some amazing content, everything you need to know about City, literally follow. We don't follow back. You'll have a direct plug into our program. And then the Promise program has some amazing content on their social media account. Theirs is SD Promise City, and you can get connected and stay connected with City. You know, the last thing I want to leave you with today before I kind of move on is the idea that you are City College, folks. You understand that you're a student here. We want you to know that you are so important and we work for you. You're the sole reason why we are here helping you, and we just want you to know that. So thank you so much, Lord, for having me out here tonight. If you do want me to play the video, I definitely can, but I just want to thank everyone for being here. I'm going to go ahead and drop these links inside the chat. Please check them out, link them up, and please reach out to us. We want to support you. We want to help you, and have an amazing rest of your semester. Please reach out to us. Don't be a stranger. Make sure you come visit us. Thank you again.
Well, Luke, I would love for you to stay around. So while you're putting those links in the chat session in the YouTube, I'd like to just thank you. And there's a YouTube that Luke's going to show that we're going to end with that he made very thoughtfully with a lot of passion, because that's how Luke rolls. I mean, you'll see, you can tell he's passionate. He is all about love. He's all about City family. And that's really what you get when you come to City. And I do want to remind everybody that's watching, everybody's here to help you. So Luke will always say, we don't know what your needs are if you don't reach out. And so it's so easy to reach out to anybody, but I would honestly, if you are struggling with anything, whether it be completing FAFSA or how to enroll in college, if you're struggling in your classes, email your instructor if you're struggling with your courses. Talk with them. We're here to help. Outreach with all the departments that Luke talked about. If you're struggling with anything, his team is phenomenal. They have a way to help you, and they will do one-on-one with you to get you situated and on your way to success here at City. And before I hand it back to Luke, I do want to thank our president, Dr. Ricky Shabazz, our vice president of student services, Denise Wizenut, my dean, who is Dean Marciano Perez, Dean of Student Affairs, my coworkers, Tia Pickens, who, helps me with the going back and forth to Zoom and YouTube, along with Marion Rodriguez and Sylvia Ramirez. That's our student affairs team. I just want to thank you, Luke, so much for being part of, being one of the best collaborators at City, and for collaborating with me to put on our Welcome Week programming. And I'll leave you with your wonderful YouTube. He's a Wizard of Oz when it comes to technology. So thank you so much, Luke, and I'll let you take it away as we
All
finish.
right.
Thanks for telling everybody. Appreciate
course.
you.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and play the video for you. And thank you again for being here. Let me go ahead and share my screen and share my audio, and we will be off and running. So thank you, folks. Have an amazing night, an amazing rest of your semester, and congratulations for becoming a Knight. We're so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Good morning, San Diego City College students. This is your outreach coordinator here at City Movement Chakra. I'm actually coming to you from the Outreach Office, your Peer Mentor Lab, San Diego Promise Program, the Assessment Center, and I'm just so happy that you made the decision to tune into this broadcast. We have some amazing information, insights, and support to make sure your time at San Diego City College during the spring 21 semester is an amazing one. Now, for those new students, your first time coming to City, welcome to the City family. In case no one has told you yet, congratulations on taking this monumental step in your education, your life, your growth, your development. And we're so happy that you're letting San Diego City College be a part of that. To those students who maybe took a break and are coming back, welcome back. We're so happy that you're here today, that you're coming back to City to continue on to work towards whatever goal that you are pursuing. And to those students that are continuing, congratulations. We are so happy that you made it here again, keeping it going. We're just so happy. We want to congratulate you once again. Folks, this is your first day of class. Maybe it's your second, maybe it's your first week of class. Thank you again for being here. We just want to provide you some encouragement. When you're in your class, please remember, this is your class. We want you to know that questions are encouraged. Please take that step forward. If you have a question, if you have a concern, if you just want to ask a question because you need help, you need clarity, anything like that, please raise your hand. Please email your professor, and please reach out to us. We're here to support you, and we cannot help you unless you just let us know. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we find out what you need to be successful, so we can make sure that we help you. Folks, this is your time. This is your class. This is your growth. This is your development. And we want to make sure it's a great one. Please, please, please reach out to us if you're confused about something, if you're lost about something. If you just say, I wish City had, let us know. We can definitely help you to get there. And if we can't find it, we're going to ask someone that knows it. So please have an amazing first day, an amazing first week. We are so happy that you're here today. Congratulations on being a San Diego City College Knight, and have an amazing first week of school. Go Knights.
Go Knights, go Luke. Thank you all again for joining us. I'm Lori Oldham with the Office of Student Affairs at San Diego City College. Have a terrific semester.